guys, and welcome back to another Remembering Forgotten Memories video. Oh my god. So, I have definitely delayed telling this one because it embarrasses the crap out of me, but I almost feel like it's an appropriate time to do it. Because my uncle that it involves spent the night last night, and I'm like, you know what? If I could have dragged his ass on camera for this, I would have made him help me tell the story, because this is the story he insists upon telling everyone and never letting me forget happened when I was 4 years old in his house. He even embarrassed me with somebody I was dating once, feeling the need to tell him this damn story. So I'm like, you know what, I'm taking my power back. I'm telling this story. I'm putting it on the internet even though I probably shouldn't. So that'd be like, yeah, cool that you told people that. I literally told the whole internet that now, so go ahead, do your worst. But anyways, so when I was 4 years old, you can tell this is gonna end bad already with a start like that, but fair warning, it is a gross story. So if you don't want a gross story, or if you're like eating or something, click off of this. Just click off of it. Come back to it later, or not at all if you don't want to hear a gross story, but yeah, so when I was 4 years old, my uncle was renting a house from my other grandpa. Not his dad, but like my grandpa on the other side. And he and his brother were renting it together, actually. And my dad, being the resident handyman at the apartment house that my grandpa also owned, pretty much anytime anything went wrong with any of the properties my grandpa owned, he made my dad go fix. So there was lots of things wrong with this particular place, probably is to this day, not gonna lie, but it especially had a lot of bathroom problems. And he was over there fixing their toilet on that day. I think there was like a few other things in the bathroom he was fixing too, but he was really working on the toilet. And I, being 4 years old, had not quite yet really gotten a master of recognizing the start of a stomach issue. I definitely learned to get better at recognizing them a mile away and having a lot more warning, but at 4, had not yet learned it. No, had not learned what the stomach cramping and everything would soon lead to, and the fresh hell it would then unleash on the world not long after. So he's working on the only bathroom in that house. You can see where it's going already. Only toilet in the house. And The Simpsons come on the TV, and I'm all sorts of excited. It's still a new show, and I'm all excited because I love The Simpsons. Oh my gosh! Daddy, The Simpsons is on! The Simpsons is on! Come watch The Simpsons with me! I'm working on the toilet. Sorry, I can't. You go watch it. Fine. Try and get my uncle to come with me. Come watch The Simpsons with me! Come watch The Simpsons with me! And then, no, I'm helping him fix the toilet. Fine. So I go back out there, and I'm running around like a crazy person because, like, literally, like, I don't know how much sugar I must have had that day or what the hell my problem was. So literally running in circles around the room because I'm so excited. All of a sudden, ugh, my tummy feels weird. I think I need to poop. What do? They're working on the toilet, and I'm just trying to hold it. Oh my god, The Simpsons is on, The Simpsons is on. Oh, I really have to poop. Like, really bad. Really, really bad. I don't think I can hold it. I'm still running around in circles. And then, suddenly, you know the Dark Kermit meme? Yeah, basically, my version of the Dark Kermit meme puts the idea in my head of poop in the sink. So, my 4-year-old self then runs like a bat out of hell after turning the TV way up so I can at least still hear it from the kitchen into the kitchen, and I try to drag a chair over, and I'm pretty sure I'm already losing this battle. It's like explosive diarrhea. I am so losing this battle as I am trying to climb up on the chair, trying to get to the sink, because in my logic, my little kid logic, was there's a drain in the sink, I could at least, like, wash it down the sink, if nothing else. I'm horrified by this today, okay? But, like, at 4 years old, and panicking because the toilet, the only toilet in the house, cannot be used, I don't know what else to do. I suppose it's better than running outside and doing it on the front lawn in front of, like, anyone walking by on the street, but, like, I thought, okay, I mean, at least it's water and a drain. I'm gonna try and do it in the sink, because at least I can clean it up so there'll be no evidence. Yeah, and I've got the pants down. I'm trying to climb up to get into the sink, and the chair goes out from under me, and I fall, and I shit everywhere. All over the cabinets, all over the floor. I'm crying because I fell down on the floor, and I'm pooping, and I can't make it stop. And I'm freaking out because I don't know what to do. And now I want to go hide. So while still pooping, I go crawling back out into the front room. And then I get re-excited because The Simpsons are on. And then I go running around again while still pantsless and shitting everywhere. And this is about the time that my uncle walks out to see what the hell that noise was. And what the fuck is going on here? I'm sorry, Uncle John. I tried to poop in the sink. And I fell off the chair. And I was on the chair. And it's on the cabinet, and on the floor. And it was on the carpet. And it's everywhere else. But it's okay, because your dog poops on this carpet. So it's okay for me to do it, right? All while I'm, like, sobbing uncontrollably. But at the same time, half distracted because The Simpsons are on. And he goes screaming for my dad to get out here and deal with his child. My dad walks out, what the fuck? And I try to re-explain my case to him. And this is around the time my other uncle, who I didn't even know was home at the time, comes out of the back room. What the fuck? Like, all three of them the same response. What the fuck happened here? So he at least has the common sense to go back into the back room and, like, he sacrificed a t-shirt for me that way and tries to make, like, a makeshift, I guess, like, diaper or something to, like, just put on my lower half so my dad can get my ass out of here and just deal with me, whatever has to be done. My mom, mind you, the whole time this is going on, is over at my great-grandma's house doing her hair with my baby sister over there. Okay? And I had decided I wanted to go with Dad because this sounded more interesting. And then all this fresh hell breaks loose over there. So he drags me back over to their house to explain what happened. And my mom just finds it fucking hysterical because at that point in time she kind of hated her brother, so she's like, ha, serves him right. But, so she finishes up my great-grandma's hair. And I get loaded up in the car, and they drag my ass home so she can, like, clean me up and everything, like, try to just deal with whatever is going on with me. And then after I'm, like, put down to bed, she went over to go scrub the crap out of their house, literally. Literally. And ever since that day, there is not a time that I see that one uncle that he does not remind me that this was a thing that happened in his house. I'm going on close to 40 here, and it's literally every single time I see him. Hey, remember that time in my house you got really excited over The Simpsons? Shut up, Dawn. Yeah, you remember when you shit all over my kitchen and all over my house? And shut up, Dawn. Just like, stop it. Yes, I remember it. Obviously, I remember it. Stop it. Like, ah. She's like, was it because you were excited? Or was there something else going on? I've already answered that. I don't know how many hundreds of times. Will you just stop? Will you just stop? Oh my god. Like, I'm pretty sure there should be a cap on this at this point of how many times he's allowed to bring this up, right? You would think. The irony. My sister ended up living in that house much later on for a few years. He moved on to Arizona. She now lives in that house of his. And he lives back out here. So, it's just like, interesting turn and course of events, but like, okay. But he literally will not let me live it down, and he feels the need to remind me of this, usually in front of as many people as humanly possible. Every time I'm like, let it go, dude, I was 4. Like, bro, like, come on, like, I don't know what you want out of me. Please stop telling the story. Oh, can I tell the Raggedy Ann story? Yeah, you're fine. Just tell the poop story. I don't even care anymore. Just don't bring up Raggedy Ann. Anyway, so yeah, that's the story that he feels the need to tell people at any and every given opportunity. So at least now I'm like, well, now I've told it to the internet, so I don't know why I felt the need to tell the internet, but hopefully maybe it kind of sort of like takes away some of the allure of him feeling the need to tell as many people as humanly possible this damn story. It's like, yeah, well, I told it to more people, so can we call a truce yet? Please! I'll be seeing him again Sunday. I'm sure he'll be bringing it back up again then too, because he always does. But anyway. So, how's your day been? Anyway, I can't be the only one who has had some type of horrific story like this, right? Right? Like, there's gotta be other people who've lived some kind of moment like this. I would hope it's not just me. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. I'm like practically in my head, like seeing the sub count dropping, just like as a result of posting this. But if nothing else, I am an open book. I tell all the damn things. But anyway, even the ones I shouldn't. But anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, hey, if you're embarrassed about something in your life, could have been worse, you could have lived through that. So maybe it makes you feel a little better about something of yours, but anyway. Yeah, so you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. Although I don't see too many people hitting the like on this one. I don't blame you. If you're not already and you'd like to be, although I can't imagine anybody hitting subscribe after this video, there's the button, as well as the bell. Make sure you're following my social media accounts. I promise this is not like the kind of thing I usually have posted. But yeah, my Facebook, Insta, everything's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel, you'd like to help support it, or, you know, kick me a few bucks for humiliating myself on the internet today, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.